On this segment of Monster Closet, Suda 51. What the fuck is that?
Suda himself, he's made some of the weirdest games you'll ever see. They're always high art, they're always spectacular sound design. You don't really want to play him.
He's an idea man. He's an idea man. He really is. And the reason this came up in the first place, before we let it go further, is because we were just discussing off the air that, we kind of thought that George Lucas was like to films as Suda 51 is to video games. So that's how we got into this.
Could be a good thing or a bad thing.
Right. It could be. It's both. It's both of those things. So James was
only if you put the right people around him, he can truly succeed. He's had some high watermark games that just worked on just about all cylinders. Lollipop Chainsaw, Shadows of the Damned. Not games that he's pretty much produced like the gameplay elements of. Games where he's contributed his ideas to.
Right. Now, you've never heard of him.
Do these involve those schoolgirls with the things?
What's the things?
One way or another, there will be some.
The Japanese schoolgirls.
Well,
it's Japan. What doesn't involve schoolgirls?
Yeah, but technically the Lollipop Chainsaw was more. It's like it has a lot of like American references, like horror movie references. She goes to like Romero High. You know what I mean? So I mean
this is a game.
It's a game.
Like an adventure type game.
It's a hack and slash type game.
I mean, with chainsaws and zombies and Mickey, you're so fun.
Yes, and the dead
and
the dead head of your boyfriend, I believe, is involved as well.
Basically, what we're getting at is it's a crazy game, it's a crazy genre of games, and you're a cad for having never played them.
True.
Like Japanimation.
No, it's not Japanimation.
I like Robotech. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
that's Robotech.
Yeah,
That's the best anime you can come up with.
That's the coolest one ever.
That's the anime is older than most of them.
Ignore all anime except for Robotech.
Well, Robotech is great, but the whole point of this discussion was that to take one game that's James and I both played, and he had very high glowing remarks about this game, and I was more along like that. Yeah, it's a good game, but it dragged me through it, and it's a good game. Was Shadows of the Damned? Okay, I personally believe, like James said, high art, great ideas, great sound design. Just the game made you want to play through it. But this is despite the fact that once again, in a game like this, you're handling like a tank.
It's Resident Evil 4 control.
It is. It's just terrible.
Well, a lot of people really like Resident Evil 4 control. You're just gonna piss off people by telling them that their game sucks.
They know better.
I don't like Resident Evil 4, but I'm gonna go ahead and say
they know better.
It's notorious for having terrible control.
Well, I mean, it's certainly better than the original Resident Evil. I mean, it still sucks. You can't move and shoot. You can't. It's to me, it's like the ass backwards idea of what an action hack and slash. The game itself was awesome as far as like. Really, I mean, the ideas and the settings and everything like that made me want to play through it. But I kept feeling like that I'm just fighting myself to play through it. I don't know.
Okay, all said and done, if you were to just put a number score on it, just your game spot all of a sudden, what would you give Shadows of the Damned? For me, that's an 8.5, and easily the best game with Suda's name on it, even though he wasn't the actual director.
That's fair, and I would say for me, the game is probably, a quarter point less than an 8, maybe an 8, so 7.75 or an 8, and I think that's fair because I'm taking away all the points. Every point I'm taking away is for controls.